Well, hello again, and welcome back to my little shop of horrors. So I've been messing with this Smithy 3-in-1 machine again today, trying to get rid of a whole bunch of slop out of this cross slide. It's I got about half of it. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get with this thing. There's an adjustment on the nut inside for the shaft, but this out here, there's really no adjustment. Get up under this bugger, and you see, where are we at? Focus you dang thing. Okay, you see what looks like the there you go, right there. It's a thrust bearing kind of thing, and you can actually see the very end of, where am I? Right at flush here, you can see the very end of what is a barrel. And there's this screw bolt here. I put this in because they had some chintzy, wore out, homemade flathead set screw up in there. And then there's another one of these bearings back in here. And all that's held together with a tapered pin in the groove where your little flat spring is that holds tension on this thing. This thing didn't move at all. It just froze solid. So I had this whole thing out of here 3 or 4 times, this lead screw. And you can see the original dimple inside the barrel back up in here for the original set screw, and then somebody flipped that over and drilled a bigger dimple in it, and it didn't seem to matter. What was happening was when you turn this handle, you see this gap right here. What was happening was that gap was widening out when you backed it off. It was trying to unthread because this puppy here wasn't holding nothing. So I had that all apart, and you can see it still wanting to open up a wee little bit. Well, I don't know. It's kind of could be just the damn angle. What do we got here? And it doesn't seem to be moving. That gap doesn't seem to be moving. So there's no adjustment here. You know, they got a tapered pin up in there that holds tension on this little assembly here, and that's that. So, okay, good enough. It is what it is. It's an old clapped out machine, and I love it anyway. It's my clapped out machine. So, after messing around with that, muttering, cursing, inventing new words, this all started because I needed some T nuts. Well, actually, let me back up. So, I don't know where I put the dang thing. There's a piece of steel laying around here somewhere. Damn thing. It's up here somewhere. Anyway, I need to make something that's curved right here, so I can screw the bracket for the hoop-to-macall-it to it, right? I got this one hammered and bent and dialed in so that it will clear up here. Try to give you a better view. It'll clear and still be relatively flat. See what I'm saying? But then I got this massive gap down here. This right here. So I've got to make, what I'm wanting to do is make a block that's got this curve in it. Drill and tap this. This is a retaining nut. As you can see, there's a, maybe you can. there's a retaining screw there. So I was wanting to drill and tap 2 little tiny screws here. That's all I need to hold the block so that I can screw that bracket to it. Simple, right? Everybody else I've seen, they make this giant contraption that squeezes around this with a pinch bolt, and it sticks out this far, and that thing's just as big as my freaking hand, and I don't need that. So to make the curved piece, I need to use this thing, right? Which I've had laying around. And when I went to clamp down that piece of steel I'm still looking for, that one, I discovered I didn't have any T-nuts for the thing. Are you freaking kidding? So that's what started the little fiasco yesterday with me trying to flatten that out, and I was just gonna maybe make some. Well, I pissed on that the other day and got on Amazon, and I had them send me 2 packs of these little puppies here, pre-made, right? Can't beat that deal. They're like, I don't know, what were they, $6.50 for 5 of them? You can't beat that. You can't even buy the material. Of course, then that presents another problem, because where are you? That is too thick for this part of the slot. Of course. So after I got done playing with this lead screw mess, I got on here and I hogged, flatten that out, and there we go. So now it fits, except for the very first one I didn't want to fit right. I don't know. See? Where am I? See how shiny that is down in there now? Yeah. They didn't machine that opening worth a damn. It was all off to one side, wasn't square, tapered, and everything else. So I had to clean all that up. But I finally got them to work. So that's what I'm doing. Lord love a duck, there's never an end to this fiasco. Doesn't matter what I do. So, enough of that. Now that I've got this thing set for the correct height of what I need to fit inside that slot, I figure we'll try this again and show you that it actually works. Now, this is actually a pretty good sized cut for this little overblown drill press kind of thing, so I don't want to push it any further than I got going here. It's not huge, but for this little thing, it's not a bad sized cut. So, I mean, it's, like I said, this thing's kind of an overblown drill press. We'll make another pass. And get this flattened out, perhaps. Hold it kind of straight. Try to avoid projectiles. Concentrate on what I'm doing here. This, because this thing doesn't have an electrically adjustable speed, you got to get in the box there and mess with the frickin' belts like an old drill press. I got this thing right now set on about the slowest speed it'll go, which that's okay for what I'm doing here. This is kind of little, not anything monstrous. You can hear it working. And there we go. Get it out of there and deburr it and all that happy thing, but I'm actually using this thing to make chips. Pretty happy. There's more fiddle farting around to come, but the Smithy is actually operational. So leave a comment, call me names, I don't care. Like, share, subscribe, whatever else you do on the internet, and I really do appreciate you stopping by to see what I've been up to. Thank you very much. Bye.